So, I've been around YouTube for a while now, and I keep seeing these top 5, top 10, top whatever favorite videos. Personally, I find it really interesting to listen to all the different opinions and backstories, and well, I figured I could give this a shot. So, without further ado, here are my top 5 most favoritest Pokemons of ever. Being me, I always go out and get the newest Pokemon game on launch day, besides Pokemon Black and White too, but that's another story. Regardless, prior to playing Pokemon Black myself, I managed to stay spoiler free. Because of this, the Pokemon sitting at number 5 was quite literally love at first sight. Honestly, that's all there is to it. The first time I saw Joltik, I knew I had to have it on my team, and I knew no matter what, I would make it work. Let's be honest, I've always had a thing for little yellow furballs. Heck, that's probably what got me into Pokemon in the first place. If Joltik wasn't number 5, Pikachu probably would be. As I've talked about countless times throughout my Blaze Black Nuzlocke, I watch a streamer named Pokemon Rob. And well, if you watch him too, you should probably know where this is going. Anyway, at one point during a hardcore run of Blaze Black, he got his hands on a Flaffy. After having people from the chat tweet him pictures of magical sheep performing elegant trickery, this Flaffy was dubbed Bipen. Bipen soon evolved and became the dragon we all know and love.
I can do it, Rob! I'm a dragon! I'm pulling up my cotton guard! Oh my god! He killed himself! Pippin! Pippin! I got it, Rob! I'm a dragon Pokemon!
Now, it may have been watching him come back from some seamlessly impossible situations, or just a hilarious personality bestowed upon him by Rob. But every time I watch the video, I remember why I need an Ampharos on my team. Even after his death, Bipen will always have a place in my heart, on my team, and in my top 5. To those of you wondering why I have 2 electric-type Pokemon in my top 5, I don't. Bipen was a dragon. With these last 3 Pokemon, I had a hard time deciding who should go where. Maybe if I had been able to breed that shiny Esper, things would be different. But for now, Esper's number 3. Unlike Generation 5, I actively looked for spoilers and leaks for Generation 6. Even still, this little fuzzball managed to evade me. I caught one in my playthrough of Pokemon X and was intrigued by the design. Unfortunately, I boxed it as I already had a team planned and was determined to beat the game before school started that week. After finding out about its Pokédex entry, it has enough psychic power to blast everything within 300 feet of itself, but has no control over its power. In its evolution Meowsticks, when in danger, it raises its ears and releases enough psychic power to grind a 10-ton truck into dust. Let's just say, I was hooked. Esper is essentially an adorable time bomb, but this makes it extremely badass and earns it a spot on my top 5. Does anyone here remember Pokemon Colosseum? I sure do. It was the first time I truly got to use an Umbreon. Umbreon and Espeon were complete badasses, and I used them through to the end, and even while collecting my Ho-Oh after the 100-man battle challenge thing that took way too long. Working through Heart Gold, I had my Eevee become an Umbreon, which also made an appearance in my Hall of Fame. During Pokemon X, I decided to test out Wonder Trade, and ended up getting an Eevee just after the first gym. I wanted to see if I could get a Sylveon, but without even trying, this Eevee started evolving, and I decided just to let her become Umbreon, as it seemed to be what she wanted. Much like in Colosseum and Heart Gold, this Umbreon also made it into the Hall of Fame, and was actually my lead going into the champion. Because I found it to be such a faithful Pokemon, with its stunning shiny form, Umbreon will be on my competitive team, and sits at number 2. Also, its synchronized ability is OP as heck. This Pokemon, my first Pokemon. Any guesses? When I was 7 or 8, my first Pokemon game, and well, video game in general, was Pokemon Ruby. Yes, that's right, I'm a Gen 3 kid. This game was a huge part of my childhood, and working through it for the first time with my cousin made it all that much better. Being a little kid, I named my Mudkip Muddy, and soloed the game with Swampert. I used Swallow and Solrock to get past the 7th gym, as it was a double battle, and eventually made Swampert the first Pokemon I ever trained to level 100. I had Mudkip toys, stuffed animals, and even convinced myself that one day I'd become a water gym leader or breed Mudkips like Swampy from the anime. Point is, I owe a lot to this little guy, and even though he may not make as many appearances on my team as he once did, he will forever sit in the #1 spot. None shall make him move. He got me into Pokemon and, well, gaming in general. I'm a Nintendo fan for life and a Mudkip fan forever. Mudkip will forever be my favorite Pokemon, hands down. Thank you guys for watching as always, and if you have any suggestions on what top 5 or top 10 video I should do next, feel free to let me know. I've been Almighty Hope. Take it easy.